Hey friends, thank you so much for tuning in today. This is day one of your 14-day quarantine series. Today's practice will be about 30 minutes and we'll focus on slow foundational movements. My intention for today's practice really is to support you in getting comfortable in the space you've carved out for your daily practice. So getting comfortable in your home or quarantine location, comfortable on your mat. Notice the air, the lighting, what time of day you prefer to practice. And then we'll also use today's movement to create some comfortability in the body as well. Our routine during quarantine is definitely different. The body will need different things in terms of energy, in terms of nurturing and rest. So we'll use today's practice to start to dial into those messages we're receiving from the body and practice some compassion as we move. I invite you to take rest and take water at any point throughout the practice today. You are at home and following along to a recording, so of course you can pause and restart this video at any point. And let's just see how we go. Thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful to guide you. We'll start in a child's pose. Facing the top of your mat, take your knees out nice and wide, big toes meet near the back of your mat. Send your hips towards your heels and walk your hands towards the top of your space. Your forehead can settle down to the mat. If it feels like it's a bit far away, a block, a blanket, a pillow might feel nice to rest underneath. And close down your eyes if there's comfort there and really allow yourself to sink into the shape. And as you hold here in your child's pose, of course, add some movement to work out any resistance in the hips. You might rock your head from side to side, massage out the forehead. And begin to notice the flow of your breath, that fluid rise and fall of the chest and the belly. Scan your physical body for energy, sensations, where you might be feeling resistance or a bit more space. Observe whatever thoughts might be flowing in and out of your mind and check in with the space that lands between each breath. And know that child's pose is a wonderful shape to return back to when you need to reset, take a moment of rest. On your next inhale, can you root through your palms and rise up onto all fours? There's a tabletop waiting for you. Wrist, shoulders stack, knees, hips stack. And a gentle activation of your core as you draw your navel in and up. Slow cow-cat movement as we attach the breath to movement with the body. As you inhale, let your belly fall, tilt your hips up, peel your shoulders back as your chest gaze pull through. Exhale, root through your palms, press through your knees, navel to spine, chin to chest, and dome across the back body. Again, your inhale breath, belly will fall, hips lift, shoulders back, chest gaze through. And exhale, round, navel to spine, chin to chest, tailbone shifts down. Continue with this movement, slow, steady, intentional with your breathing. And this is a wonderful place to add a bit of curiosity as you move your body in a way that feels good, whether it's a barrel roll through your spine, a gentle shift of your weight forward and back. You might be feeling your wrists, so play around with some different positions with the hands. Fingertips can turn out, or in, maybe back behind you. Know with these movements, really there is no right or wrong way, as long as it feels safe and intentional for your body. Take 5 more breaths through whatever movement you're taking on all fours. I encourage you to take full inhales to the very top of your lungs and completely empty out on each exhale. There is no rush. We have time to truly enjoy each round of breath. Slowly meet back through center in your tabletop position. Tuck your toes under. Forward fold at the back of your mat. So you'll press through your palms and walk your hands all the way back to meet your feet. We'll come off the hands right away to give them a moment of recovery. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Feel your shoulders draw down and back. And as you exhale, forward fold. 2 more with your breath. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders roll down and back. And exhale, fold. Take 1 more just like that. Inhale, halfway lift. And fully surrender, half forward fold. Take your feet out hip distance or slightly wider. Bend your knees a lot. And then grab for opposite elbows, allowing your upper body to hang heavy. Decompress through the spine. Shake your head, no, yes. And there might be some gentle sway of your upper body from side to side, a shift forward and back from the heel to the ball of each foot. If this decompression feels like way too much on your body in this moment, take your elbows and rest them just above your knees, inviting still that decompression of the upper body, but a bit more support for the hamstrings and the lower back. This may have felt like a bigger movement in your body, so over the next few moments, can you return back to your breathing? Full inhales to the top and full exhales as you empty all the way out. Slow release now of the arm variation you took. Use another inhale to halfway lift. Crown of your head extends forward, long spine. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands to the mat. Bend your knees as you walk all the way forward. This time, arrive in a plank pose. So our first real power pose in this practice, spread your fingertips wide, squeeze into your strong quads and glutes. Anytime in plank pose, you can use your knees for support. Main goal is to keep the core active, a broad doming across your back body, pressing away from your palms. You can even use a slight gripping into the fingertips for a bit more stability. And whether your knees are on the mat or not, shift forward to your tippy toes and slower than you want to, lower all the way down to your belly. Belly lands on your mat, untuck the tops of your feet, feel your shoulders peel back away from your ears. Lighten the grip underneath your palms. Cobra flow with your breath. As you inhale, peel just your chest up away from the mat. Feel a gentle activation to the glutes and the lower spine or the lower back. Okay, shoulder blades draw in towards one another. You can hover your palms. And as you exhale, slow lower forehead down to the mat. With your inhale again, press into the tops of your feet, peel your chest, maybe hover your palms. And exhale, slow lower. Let's take 3 more together. Inhale, lift through your chest, hover your palms. And exhale, slow lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. 1 more time, inhale, lift, squeeze up, squeeze back, and exhale, slow lower. Tuck your toes, root through your palms, downward facing dog. First down dog of the practice, another great opportunity to get curious in the body. Good benchmark pose as well to check in with physical sensations as you pedal out through your knees, sway your hips, shake your head, no yes. We are creating this upside down V shape with the body, inverted V, to create length along the spine and space through the back of the legs. Okay, so we'll play around with some breath movement. As you inhale, rise up high onto the ball of each foot, peel your heels away from the mat, lift your hips. And as you exhale, slowly lower your heels down towards the earth. You can keep a bend in your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, rise up high, and exhale, energetically charge down. 3 more with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. This time pause at the top, look forward, and slowly walk to the top of your mat. This time there's another forward fold. Feet hip distance or slightly wider. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. This time, rise all the way up, full body stretch. Root through your feet, arms reach up and over. Inhale, breath all the way to the top. Hands meet at heart center. Exhale, heel toe your feet in together to touch now. Big toes meet. There might be a small gap between your heels. Inhale, breath, tall spine, roll the shoulders. Chair pose as you exhale, bend your knees, sit your hips back. So another power shape for the body. We'll invite some activation into the lower body. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes. Sit your hips back until one day hips in line with knees. Okay, weight is in the heels. You're welcome to keep palms at heart center. Maybe reach your arms forward or extend arms up in line with ears. Okay. Stay rooted through the heels, sit back more, lift up through your chest. We're not here for too much longer. Remember, just checking in with these shapes, seeing how they land in the body today. Stay for 1 more inhale breath. Forward fold, exhale, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, 2, halfway lift, lengthen, shoulders roll down and back. Exhale, fold. Plant your fingertips on the mat, feet are out hip distance, bend your knees as much as you need to, and step your left foot towards the back of your mat. So left foot takes that big step back, settle into the hips, and we're just gonna move through a few poses really slowly with the breath. So on your inhale, can you lower your left knee, top of your foot, and sweep your arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, tuck back into your left toes, lift your hips up and back and fold forward over your right leg. So again, inhale, lower your left knee, lift through your chest, arms reach up and over. Full exhale, hands to the mat, tuck your left toes, hips press up and back, fold. Once you find that rhythm, full inhales, full exhales, you have 3 rounds of breath more. Inhale. And exhale. As you lift your hips up and back, squeeze through your inner thighs and let your torso soften. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, allow for new space to slowly open up through each round of breath. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Pause here and hold. Take your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Turn all toes to face the left side of your space. So you might need to widen or shorten your stance depending on the space you have available. You can stay up on the fingertips, make a soft fist with each hand. Blocks are also really handy to have underneath. And for this first wide leg forward fold, can you add a soft bend into each knee as you shift from side to side? So bend to the right and to the left. You see if you can attach your breath once again to this movement. allowing for a gentle release in the muscles supporting your hip joints. Upper body can hang heavy, continue to decompress along the spine. As you lift your sit bones up towards the ceiling more, there's also that invitation to lengthen the hamstrings and shift for a few more rounds of breath. Next time you come through center, pause, tent back onto your fingertips, lift up halfway through the spine, walk back towards the top of your mat, right toes forward, high on the left toes, root through both palms, downward facing dog. Pedal out through your knees, sway your hips, shake your head, no, yes. Then this time from down dog, can you lift your right leg up and back behind you? There's an inhale, and then bend your right knee and stack your hip. Think of lifting right knee up towards the ceiling, still rooted through both palms. And then you're welcome to hold right here. Some of you, it might feel good to add some circular movement for the hip joint a few times in each direction. If you're starting to feel some fire, some heat in the body, you might add a gentle crunch. But I'll leave the next few rounds of breath up to you guys to take what you need. And eventually land in a pigeon pose. Right knee will come forward in behind your right wrist. Left leg will extend long back behind you, top of the foot to the mat. Walk your fingertips in towards your body, lengthen through the upper body, and give your shoulders a big roll. And before we settle into a more restorative variation of pigeon, we'll add some fluid movement. Walk your fingertips out to either side of your space. Inhale, lift up through your chest, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, roll the torso forward. Inhale, breath again, rise up. And exhale, slow roll. And you take one more like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale, slowly hinge forward. Bring your hands to a stacked position. Fists can stack or forehead all the way down to the mat. Whatever is available in this moment, just find a place for the forehead to rest. Soften your shoulders from your ears. Continue to lengthen through the left leg. And breathe through whatever sensation might be coming up for you along the outer right line. We won't stay here for too much longer, so be so intentional with the next few rounds of breath. Take what you need. And on your next breath, press into your hands, lift up through the chest, tuck your left toes, step back, downward facing dog. Hey, pedal up through your knees. Notice any new changes in the shape, how your body is landing down. And then come high up onto your tippy toes, look forward and walk to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, breath to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Full body stretch, root to rise all the way up. Inhale, breath, and exhale, hands meet at heart center. This time from the top of the mat, we'll add a side body stretch. I'll just turn to face you here. You're still facing the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up and over. There's that inhale breath. Bring your palms together, interlace the grip, release your index. Use an inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, hinge over to the right side of your space. So fingertips reach up and over, hips move to the left as you reach towards the right. If this feels like quite a lot on the shoulders today, option to drop your right hand to the outer right line of your leg. Inhale to lengthen up out of the waist. Exhale to reach. Peel your top shoulder more open. Lift up through your chest. And can you breathe into the left side body? Inhale, come back up through center. Try that on the other side, whether that's hands together or Left hand, outer left leg. Reach up and over as you hinge to the left. Okay. Inhale, lengthen tall upper body. So we're coming up out of the waist. Avoid a crunching sensation here. And hinge over as you exhale. Inhale, breath to lengthen, and exhale, slow hinge. Remember, you are here or here. Maybe you'd like to drop the top arm. So many options. Be curious in your body. And inhale, come all the way back up through center. Hands meet at heart center, top of the mat. Give your shoulders a big roll. Inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet out hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. This time, your right foot takes a big step back. So once again, we move through a couple shapes with really slow, intentional movement and full, complete breath. As you inhale, lower your right knee, top of the foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Your exhale breath brings your hands down to the mat. Tuck your right toes, lift your hips up and back. Pyramid shape as you fold your torso over your left leg. Again, inhale breath, lower your right knee, sweep your arms up and over, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your toes, hips press back and fold. You have 3 rounds of your own breath to explore. Inhale to transition forward and up. Exhale to transition down and back. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last full round, inhale. And exhale. Okay, so finish off your final round. And when you're ready, you'll meet in your pyramid shape. Lower your right heel. Okay. And walk your hands to the right side. All toes point now to the right. I'll just turn to face you. Okay, this time, second set, you're welcome to once again take that soft bend, shifting from side to side. You're welcome to take it one step different or further if you'd like to consider it that. Lower into a side squat. Okay, Skandasana as you shift from side to side. Bend from right to left. You can add something different by bringing your hands to heart. Squeeze into your strong quads and glutes as you shift from side to side. And just enjoy this transition with your breath. Each round, more space may start to open up along the inner line of the legs. Okay, take a couple more rounds of breath. And the next time you come through center, walk all the way back towards the top of your mat. You can take that halfway lift to lengthen. Okay. Pivot onto your right toes, root through your palms, and step back into downward dog. Pedal your knees, sway your hips. This is a great place to reset, reconnect. Left leg will kick up and back behind. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. And now once again, invitation to be curious in your body, whether you hold here, rooted through both palms with your knee. Option to add circles. We have been moving pretty slowly, not building too much heat, but if flipping your dog feels good in this moment, you're welcome to take it there. Add some core work, crunching forward and back. The opportunity to choose and take what your body needs. Couple more rounds of breath. Pigeon pose is waiting. When you're ready to land there, to transition, come high on your right toes, look forward. Left knee will land in behind left wrist. Left toes move towards right wrist. It's okay if they don't land there today, tomorrow, or even the end of your mini series. Okay, each body is different. We need different things from the practice. Okay, so honor that always. Walk your hands in towards your body. Inhale, tall spine lengthen. Pull out of flow. As you exhale, slow fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Find your breath. 2 more. Inhale or exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And land in your pigeon pose when you're ready to do so. Stack your palms, your fists. Your forehead might meet the mat. If you're using blocks, you can place a block underneath your forehead. There's this opportunity now to slow down the movement and connect back into the breathing, the sensations, whatever messages you're receiving from your body. Can you scan for areas that might be resisting or tensing? Relax your shoulders, soften your gaze, let your breath flow. Take a couple more rounds of breath wherever you are. And slowly press up into your hands. Different transition this time. Roll onto your left sit bone. Swing your legs around. Your hands will meet the mat behind you, both feet flat to the mat. Windshield wiper your knees to reset. As you wash your knees from right to left. Roll through the hips, the glutes. Okay, and then eventually land onto your back. You can lower down to your forearms, your elbows. You can use a bit of core strength to transition. Heel toe your feet into hip distance apart, knees point up towards the ceiling. We'll set up for a bridge flow before really slowing it down to close practice. So arms alongside your body, graze your heels with your fingertips. Okay, and as you inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes, your hamstrings as you lift your hips up. Gaze down the midline of your body and exhale, slow lower. With your breath, inhale, press your hips up. And exhale, slow, lower, settle back in. A few more rounds with your own breath. Enjoy the opening through the front line of your body. Enjoy the intentional, slow movements with your breathing. And you're welcome on the last round to lift your hips and hold. Squeeze your glutes, your hamstrings, roll your shoulders underneath your back, even interlace the grip if that space becomes available in your body. Continue to activate the inner thighs, so avoid this swaying of the knees. Squeeze everything a bit tighter. Inhale, lift. And exhale, slow lower. Take your knees out to either side of your space. Left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. We'll take a few moments together in stillness. Feel the lower back up along your spine start to neutralize. You soften into any gripping, clenching in the glutes, in the quads. Any distractions around you, acknowledge them. And begin the transition back to your breathing. Take your hands to your outer thighs, slowly draw your knees in together to touch. Pull your knees in towards your chest. There's a gentle hug, gentle squeeze in here. We'll take a few moments in a twist. Let your knees fall over towards the left side of your space. Hips can slightly move over to the right if there's any strain in your lower back. Arms in a cactus or a T. Let your gaze fall over your right shoulder and take a few full rounds of breath. Next inhale, bring your gaze back through center, your lower body back through center. And explore that on the other side. Knees fall over towards the right. Hips can move to the left, especially if there's any pull in the lower back. And gaze can fall over your left shoulder if the neck allows. Linger in these final few shapes for as long as you need to. When you are ready to transition, gentle activation of the core, draw back through center. Give yourself one more big squeeze in. Final pose, Shavasana. Send your legs and your arms out long and wide. Take up all the space that you have available. Toes can fall open. Fingertips can uncurl. Rock your head side to side as you invite ease into the upper body. Use the final few moments of your practice here to disconnect from the external, your distractions, your expectations, your to-do lists. And see if you can give yourself these next few moments to be in rest, in ease, at peace. And take as much time as you can today to be here and rest. You're welcome to meet me with hands at heart center, even if you are still laying down. Anjali Mudra, gesture of gratitude as we acknowledge one another. So take this moment to silently thank yourself for committing to this practice today and over the next 14 days. Send out a silent thank you to those who are most definitely practicing around you, maybe not in your physical space, but energetically in this community together. And I thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today and hopefully over the next couple weeks of your time. With so much gratitude from my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed the practice today. Of course, I'm open to feedback. Would love to hear from you if you are practicing with me in this quarantine series. And yeah, any requests for content or support that I can offer, I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day or night. Thanks.